Hi everybody, Brian from Bear Bull Traders here. It is Thursday, June 14th. Uh, Posted this MIK opening range breakdown trade prior to the market open today. I was watching this. Uh, I was looking at TLRD too, but it was gapping down a lot, so I decided just to focus on MIK. It wasn't gapping down quite as much. I think it was around 6 or 7%. Don't quote me, but I know TLRD was a lot more, and I just thought, they'd had a better trade to do with a stock that wasn't gapping down as much. So anyway, like I said, it was gapping down, and you can kind of see price action pre-market here. It's selling off a little bit and comes into the open and immediately pops right back up, and that's exactly what our trade HRB did yesterday. Just take a look at, here's HRB. You can see trading down into the open, pops up, and then sells off. So I was looking pretty much for the same kind of action. That's actually one of the reasons I do these videos, is to reinforce in my mind, what I'm looking for at the open. And you can see it did exactly the same thing as HRB yesterday. Came down, popped up, sort of looked at this level right here, rejected from that level, and then sold off. So I took my entry actually earlier. I took it as it broke through the VWAP because I thought, this was setting up exactly as HRB did yesterday. So I thought was safe to take an entry there. Stop would have been, above this moving average maybe. And I was expecting it to break down from there, which it did, and I think I covered most of it, just under 18. But yeah, worked out really well. We didn't get another flush down, which which these things seem to be bouncing earlier these days, but that's okay. Got my trade in. Someone asked me in the room about what happens if you've got a short selling restriction on this type of trade. Quite often you don't. I have a short selling restriction. Short selling restrictions are usually thrown on during the day when there's sort of relentless selling. So this was a gap down. So there was really no reason for this MIK to have a short selling restriction on it. And that's pretty much the case with all of the sort of gap down trades. At the very beginning, they generally don't put a short selling restriction on when the market opens. And I've never had that problem. Obviously, during the day when they put a short selling restriction on, you've got to put an order in and just hope it gets filled on an uptick. But I've never had a real problem on an opening range breakdown, gapping, stock gapping down, and then an opening range breakdown. Never seen a short selling restriction to date on that kind of a setup. But it would be a challenge for sure to take that. I mean, you'd have to catch it on this surge up at the first minute if you were going to do that. So anyway, I hope that answers that question. They had in the room this morning. I just thought it would be easier to put it on a video than to try to type all this out. So we'll see you in the room tomorrow. Brian at Bear Bull Traders, have a great rest of the day, everyone, and all our lifetime members look forward to chatting on our webinar later today. Bye for now, guys.